You ready?
Welcome back to Between Two Cheeks. I am Stacy Heller, a grasshopper, to my Mr. Miyagi.
Brooke Kennedy from Sweepy Hair and Skin Lounge. I am the owner as well as a master esthetician and Brazilian sugaring specialist.
Now, you may be wondering why I brought up Mr. Miyagi. The name of this episode is Wax On, Wax Off.
Wax on, wax off.
So, therefore, I am Daniel-san, and I am learning so much about this. Now, we realized that after we did the last episode, which was what to expect when you're expecting hell, that there was a question that I had and
a very important question.
An important question, and that you had a point that you forgot to make. So my question was, how long does this process take? What should I be expecting in terms of time?
About 20 minutes is the actual service. So beauty is pain. We can do anything for just 20 minutes, right?
Yes.
But we book out 30 minutes for me.
Okay.
So by the time that they walk in the door or the time that they're, and my next client is coming in 30 minutes.
Okay, all right. Actually, that's not bad.
No.
Okay, all right, that makes me feel good. And then the other point that you realized you forgot to make.
Remember to breathe. I have a lot of people that while we're doing the service, I realize that they're holding their breath. So I will say, please breathe. And then they start laughing. So that's why I get people to talk, is so that I get them to breathe.
I also would imagine that when you're more relaxed, it's just easier. When you tense for something,
Stress.
it's just worse.
Correct.
So
That's why the weed question came up from you.
it totally is. I'm also weed curious. Okay. So questions about, so this episode we want to focus on
Post-care.
So what I'm expecting is like,
You just had your Brazilian done.
do you throw like a blanket at me and a bag of peas like I gave to my husband after he had his vasectomy, or like is it different?
Well, that's what's beautiful about new products, such as there's just some great hard waxes out there, and the sugaring, as we know, is more gentle on the skin. So even people with sensitive skin can get a Brazilian done. It's the old soft wax that you're using, the paper strips. That is what takes off the outer layers of the epidermis and leaves your skin red, angry, and bumpy. So therefore you might want to go home and have a bag of frozen peas on the area. I'm not sure because we don't use those products here.
Okay.
So afterwards, a lot of times our clients have very, very minimal kind of irritation or redness.
So we've worn our baggy pants, our hammer pants, and the underwear that we wore in,
You're not wearing out.
We
Yes.
are free balling.
Loose pants in, free balling out.
You could wear a kilt and be like the Scottish. Just saying.
You can.
Okay, and how long am I not wearing underwear for?
Well, just for the rest of the day. You can go back to everything normal the next day.
Okay.
But I do recommend that people do not sleep with underwear at nighttime. And the reason why is if you're ideally sleeping for 6 to 8 hours a night and you have that panty line, as the hair is growing back in, it can cause problems because it can cause it to either kind of grow back into the skin or create an ingrown hair. So it's just good habits to just not wear underwear. You can still wear sleep shorts, jammy pants, husband's boxers, nothing. But I just don't recommend having like a panty line on there.
So not just that night, like basically in general,
yes,
don't wear.
Make it a good habit.
Oh my gosh.
And it's like, I love when I go home now, taking off that underwear or taking off that bra. It feels great.
I mean, no, this is TMI, but like, I sleep naked anyway.
Perfect.
So, like,
you're
look at
set for
this.
success.
Except when my kids used to have like a sleepover, and I was like, great.
So you're going to be just fine.
Okay, that's one check that I can make. Okay.
And I always tell people now, you know, significant others can get very excited, especially if they had made this decision as a couple, right, to get this done. And they're going to want to get frisky. But I always tell them, you can tell your partner that they may look but not touch.
For like how long? Because some people
24 hours,
that
like
may
just
be appealing
12
to
12
some
to 24.
people.
And the reason why is that we just removed all of the hair. So now you have all of these open pores, and it's susceptible for bacteria to get in there. And we have naturally occurring bacteria on our hands, so, you know, and our sweat. So you touch that area, it can cause just irritation or an infection. You know what I mean? So no excessive sweating, no hanky-panky, no hot tubs, saunas, steam rooms, because you don't want to have the heat, because then that can irritate the area, right? Because you already have just created inflammation. So you just want to just keep calm and cool.
So getting on your Peloton and riding your cute bike shorts for like an hour
is not a good idea.
So
So a lot of people need to get their exercise done before they come to see us, because they're not going to sweat that evening. We always say no hot tubs, saunas, steam rooms, excessive sweating, tropical waters, pools. You know, you try to go through everything. And we have some people that just don't listen. So I had this darling client that came in and got his chest sugared, and he actually he was like, went and rode 120 miles on his bike the next day, and it was a beautiful day. So then afterwards he went and jumped in the Puget Sound. And afterwards he had developed a staph infection. So I wish he would have called me, because he had dealt with it and was just letting it was getting more irritated and red and inflamed and itchy. And he waited for a week before his wife was like, baby, you need to go to the doctor. So the next time that he came in, because that was his first time, he goes, so last time I had a reaction.
That's not a reaction. That's like poor choices.
And I said, what did you do? And so then he told me, and I was like, oh my goodness. I go, do you remember me telling you no hot tubs, saunas, steam room, you know, because I was sweating doing any of that? He goes, I thought you were just telling me that. No. But there's a reason.
Okay. So again, I'm just going to do the disclaimer that, remember, before you blame people in life for things, if instructions have been given, it's for a reason.
And he didn't blame me at all.
I know, but there are people that are like, it's consequences from poor choices, people.
Correct. So listen to your educated professional.
Yes. Holy cow. Okay. So, ideally, no undies, so that the hair growth is not inhibited, and you might as well just be uninhibited.
And you're going to keep up that hydration, right?
Yes.
You are going to exfoliate. So when the area is no longer tender, that's when you can start exfoliating again. So sometimes that could be 24 to 40 hours later. And I always tell people, as the hair is going to be growing back in, which could take a few days, it could take a week to a week and a half. For me, my hair doesn't start growing back in for like 2 weeks, but you want to increase that cellular turnover, because if this is your skin and then you have your hair pushing through, you got to turn that skin over so that fine, weak hair can actually push through successfully. So that's why hydration is key, and regular exfoliation.
Okay, and again, you can either use a product like some kind of a sugar or coffee thing, right?
Which would be a manual exfoliation.
Yeah, or you can use washcloth or the
mitts or the honeycomb fabrics, or you can use chemical exfoliation. So they do make products like Get the Bump Out of Here, which has glycolic and salicylic and tea tree oil. So that goes through and just helps. It's chemicals that are going to go in there. Those ingredients will help slough off those layers.
It's like, what's the weed killer? Roundup. Yeah, it's like Roundup for your pubes. Awesome. I'm just saying, I'm not wrong.
And that is just if people are prone to ingrown hairs. That's always one thing I ask in the intake on their consultation. I'll say, are you prone to ingrown hairs? Do you suffer from razor burn? Do you normally trim, groom, shave it, or leave it? Because then I know ahead of time what I'm getting into.
Well, and answer the questions. Like, don't be embarrassed. Again, I'm just going to go with you might as well just answer the damn question. Like, you're in a room about to get real up close and personal.
And remember, no hair is too long. So it's okay.
Yeah. So it's
some people get embarrassed. They're like, I'm so sorry. And I said, why are you apologizing? This is my job.
Right. So, okay, now you had mentioned.
How you said, you're like, why do you do this? Or you know how you see the last episode? As if people were like, they're like, I can't believe that you do this. You don't get paid enough. When it comes between the cheeks and everything, they're just so cute. I'm like, why are you feeling like this is my job? This is what I do every day, all day. Gladly removing that hair.
It takes a lot of people to make the world go round. So Brooke is one of them. Now, you had mentioned in the prior episode, like the getting ready thing, that some people, when they're getting ready to come in, they shouldn't use lotion and things like that. So now that I've had it done, am I going to be more apt to use a lotion or something like that?
Just because it's so silky smooth, you may want to.
Okay.
It might make that, what they say, the Glide video slick, the red slicker.
Yes. Again, go listen to one of the earlier episodes, and there's a quote about why it's awesome
to get this service done.
Exactly. Okay, so I can do that. Now, am I going to experience itchiness?
If it starts to itch while it's growing back, that's usually when it's growing back and it's having difficulty pushing through the skin.
Okay.
So I said, if you feel that, you just need to beef up your exfoliation.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Got it. Okay.
Because that can happen. Mm-hmm. They'll start to kind of feel a little itchy when it's growing back in.
Right. Especially if you maybe wear tight underwear or something.
Yes, I know. You can always tell, like, people get more prone to ingrowns. Lace is not good.
I would
no
imagine
lace
not.
underwear. It's so pretty and it makes us feel sexy and confident, but it's not good when you're getting Brazilian waxes. It just doesn't let the area breathe. So I've had people that have had like perfect outlines, and I say, do you wear a lace panty? And they're like, yes. And then I say, you need to stop that. And they're like, oh, but they're so pretty. I know, ladies, I'm so sorry.
You know what else is pretty? Granny pants. Okay, when you've been married for almost 29 years, like, whatever. It's fine. Like, usually it's just like, wait, yes? Cool, okay.
But people are wearing a lot of tights and leggings and not allowing that hair to kind of easily push through because they constantly have that friction or rubbing. It can create problems. Some people are blessed and don't suffer from ingrown hairs, and some people do. But we'll get into ingrown treatments in future episodes.
Okay. Now, you had hinted in a earlier episode that you may experience some things in a different way. Like, yes, certainly being intimate may be something, but you also mentioned peeing.
Oh yeah, we should probably bring that up again. If you are used to having full bush, it's going to bring that stream of urine together. When the hair is no longer there, clients have reported back that it's going to spray a little bit more.
So be prepared for this.
Potentially. But so many people shave and trim that a lot of people are already used to it.
Okay.
So you can report back.
I'll report back. I'll let you know. Okay, anything else that they need to know about post-care or just
And again, no
be
tanning.
aware?
24 to 48 hours.
Okay.
Let that skin heal, because when you're getting sugared or waxed, it's still exfoliating the area, so you're more susceptible to burning. So that can be on any area of the body. So no tanning beds for 24 to 48 hours or going out in the sunshine.
So net, bottom line, what I'm hearing you say is that in terms of that first 12 to 24 hours, just be smart in the choices that you make. Mm-hmm. And then after that, you never know what you might experience in terms of like the care and keeping of you. It's a personal thing. If you're susceptible to ingrown hairs, then you may need to exfoliate a little bit more. Mm-hmm. And if you plan on coming back, which you should for at least a second time, then
because the first time sometimes makes people not want to come back. Because I'm like, give it at least one more time, because you know what to expect. It's less dense. The hair is more fine. It's going to be a better experience.
See, better experience. Second time is always better. I'm just saying. And so, okay, so those are the things that you might want to look out for. It's going to be a personal experience, and people can always call you up and ask if they're having some kind of a reaction or something going on, like say, I don't know, a staph infection, or if you feel itchy or whatever.
Bumps, redness, irritation.
You have some products for that and some advice for that.
Yeah, because I've had people that have left in jeans because they didn't come in with the loose clothing, and they're like, I need to run around, I have a bunch of errands to run, and they went home that night and they said, my skin's kind of red and irritated, and I remember that they were wearing those jeans, and I said, did you get out of those jeans and go home? And they said, no, I actually had to run a bunch of errands. So I said, go just put on some loose clothing, just give the area a chance to breathe and heal and relax. And
okay, just thought of something.
It'll get better.
That Sweet Bee needs to offer.
What?
So you know when you get a pedicure done and you get the fake bad flip-flops?
Mm-hmm.
So you need to offer like...
Hammer pants?
Yes.
Bring the hammer pants back.
Yes. Right? Okay. So that's brilliant. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I think we're just about done with this topic. And now we have to go and plot and plan about merch. Right? Hammer pants. This is brilliant.
And some great underwear.
Yes.
That are going to not be laced.
Or granny pants.
Where we could still feel, sexy.
Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. So on that note, I think we've uncovered it all. And so basically be smart and be curious. Mm-hmm. Right? And, learn and grow. And if there are any other questions that you have, certainly feel free to comment.
Please do.
Make sure that you continue to listen, because as we move forward, we are going to be talking about maintenance. We're going to be talking about how there is more than one way to skin a cat, and a whole bunch of other topics. So keep watching Between Two Cheeks. Again, I'm Stacey Heller with Brooke Kennedy. Make sure that you follow Sweet Bee and Between Two Cheeks on social media. Thanks for watching and listening.
Thank you.